welcome back. I decided to buy this TopDiag diagnostic unit, and for just under $50, it's really not a bad unit. It does quite a bit. The one thing that does frustrate me, though, is once you have the probe on here, which you have to screw in, it won't fit in the case. Now, it comes with a 20-foot extension cable. Well, a 20-foot cable already attached to it, and it has another 20-foot extension cable to go with it. It's got your power adapter for inside your car, your battery clamps, and these are actually standard banana. If you have the right adapters, you can use your standard banana cords with it as well. But I want to see if I could do something as far as making this a banana connection up top. So I started looking around the lab and I found these parts from an old project a while ago, and I forgot all about these. And I had a bag of them laying around. So after removing some bolts and washers and stuff, I went to work on it and decided to see what I could do with it. The other thing that's kind of annoying is when you pull this off, you have your probe that comes off, but then there's this other piece. So you have two pieces that you could lose just to put it back in the nice case that it came with. And granted, it is a nice case that it came with. I was actually kind of surprised with the case. After taking some measurements, what I did figure out is basically all I need to do is remove the threads. If I could remove those threads that this retention ring is screwing onto, then it will probably fit right in the top of here, no problem. And it turns out the threads are the same size thread as what's on the probe. So it screws right in without an issue. After doing some chiseling, removing the threads, being dangerous with it, and slicing my finger open, I decided that wasn't dangerous enough. Plus, I did it in black, and technically, this is your positive connection, so I wouldn't be reminded this is red. I decided to redo it again with a poor man's lathe. And I came up with this, and then I gave it a little bit of knurling around the top so I had something to grab onto when I was screwing it in. Now, giving it a shot. Turns out it works quite well. And now I have a banana jack on top, so I can use other adapters from other companies like current shunts that may go in there as well. So giving it some power here, we'll give it some 12 volts, and I'll turn on my low side adapter. You can see by default, we got 2.1 volts, which is actually measuring about 2.38 volts on my meter. That's your diode check. Then if I turn on load, it measures the full 12 volts that I'm putting across it. Yeah, everything seems to work. You got your AC with your frequency and your duty cycle and your minimum maximum. You got your diode checker. It's got its continuity check. I got the beep turned off, so you're not going to hear it because the beep's kind of annoying. You have the option to turn the sound off, which is great. All in all, this will work good. I did originally take it apart to see how it was all put together because I was thinking about soldering a banana connection in there, but this was a much cheaper and a much better option. Of course, if you don't want to use that, you're not modifying the unit, you can go back to the stock unit and you can run it just like this as well. The nice thing is, not using this, I can now put this in the case with the probes that I want to use. Any standard banana jack probe that I already have, and it will fit in the case no problem for packing away without having to unscrew anything. That works for me. Just figured I'd share.